two.
Now we're going to connect the scissor sweep or this kind of scissor guard to the triangle, okay? And when we're in this position, again, we can start with this closed guard just to keep everything kind of continuous. When I'm in this position over here, it's common that my partner, okay, is not letting me load his weight up. And usually the way he avoids that is he'll put like two hands kind of on me over here and he'll push his hip back. Yeah, exactly. See how he's far away from me? So whenever this happens, there's always this idea in jiu-jitsu where if my partner is hard to sweep, they're easier to submit. If they're hard to submit, they're easier to sweep. And why is that? Okay? In order for Ivan to make a better base, he has to extend his limbs away from his body. Okay, so here arm locks are available very easily. We're going to look at a triangle next. But in order for Ivan to defend the submissions, his body has to kind of get close. He's got to bring his elbows in nice and tight. But now he doesn't have posts to defend the sweep. Okay, so as he's defending the sweep, here, I can't get him going over. What I'm going to do instead is I can either leave this foot on the hip or put it back, and then I'm going to make a read on this arm. If I can draw this leg in and get my foot on his shoulder, like so, this is what I'm going to look to start to do. I'm going to start pushing his shoulder sideways with this foot. See how his body and his shoulders kind of line up towards me in this way? So I'm not keeping him square to me. I'm kind of pushing him this way, side on. Now I'm going to pull him back in and I'm going to start to lock the triangle. Okay, once I'm here, I can cross his arm as his fundamentals. I control the head and make sure he doesn't see daylight. He's only looking at my chest. Cross hand goes to my choking shin. This is my choking leg. This is the leg that has contact with the neck. This is the support leg, doesn't have contact with the neck. Cross hand goes to that choking leg. Crook of the knee goes across the neck. Shin goes perpendicular to the neck. And I keep my knee tight here and put my foot on the hip. Now I adjust the angle. I want to get as much angle as I can, start to look in the other side of his ear. And I pull my foot across as I do this. Now I lock the figure four, not over my foot, over my ankle with a flexed foot. Now I pull everything into me, I pinch my knees, I lift my hips, pull the head down, and we get a triangle finish. Okay? Again, I'm here with Ivan. Closed guard position. Scissor guard here. Foot comes on the biceps. I start to blade his shoulders to me, and then I can pull him in. The other option is if I'm here in this scissor position and his elbow is in front, like this, yes. So now there's no way I'm getting that foot on the biceps, okay? So in that case, my shin comes over the crook of his elbow, like so. Now I break that grip and I bury his hand into his hips. Now when I re-pull myself in, look how I blade him again with that knee. And then here we are, back to that triangle position. Cross the arm, control the head, choking shin, shin perpendicular to the neck, change angle, lock the figure four, finish our triangle. Again, just like the previous move. If we were here, I broke Ivan's grip. I crossed his arm so he can't re-grab the collar grip. I control that fabric. I start to hip escape out of my partner. I set up scissor guard again over here. I can do the triangle from here. It's very easy. Same thing. I just start putting my foot on his shoulder, blade the position, and maybe because I already have the arm crossed, maybe I go straight to it. If not, business as usual. Pull him in, adjust the angle, lock the figure four. Okay, so we're just taking this route to get myself there, okay, on this 2-on-1 control. All right, so that's our scissor sweep and triangle kind of combination.